Hello, and welcome to this video overview of HeyPeppy. HeyPeppy is a centralized receipt management organizational tool designed for parents navigating step-up reimbursements. So it's built to organize the supporting data that's needed for submissions, automatically categorize line items, and prepare clean submissions so that you can claim your reimbursements quickly. Um, Super important note, HeyPeppy does not automatically submit claims directly to StepUp. The StepUp program policies strictly require parents to log in and manage their own accounts. Can't have an outside um, person do that for you. So HeyPeppy is designed to act as your kind of ultimate staging ground, preparing everything that you need so that you can cross the finish line smoothly. So I just want to walk through some of the features, sort of give you a high-level overview of how the app works. Um, the submission tracker is kind of your home base. This serves as your primary dashboard and task list for knowing what you need to work on and tracking submission status as it goes through the process. So there are multiple ways to upload receipts and bring all of your data into this one unified location. Of course, this is going to eliminate scattered paperwork trails and buried files and, lost emails. There's a couple ways here we can forward emails to the custom HeyPeppy email address that the system will give you when you sign up. Our backend AI will automatically extract the text from the email body as well as any attachments. There is another option here is a quick scan, so you can click scan a receipt, and then this central button will, on your phone, on your mobile device, it'll open your camera, and it will do sort of auto cropping and pretty up the receipt. If you're trying to scan a paper receipt, you can also upload from a file on your device, mobile or desktop, or if you have a screenshot of a document that you want to add as a receipt, you can paste from your clipboard. You can also add documents from anywhere in the app on any page using this purple document plus sign icon here in the bottom right. Touch that and then either scan and upload or start a new submission from scratch. This brings the same quick scan modal. There's also the option to start from scratch. So again, scan receipt, forwarded email, or just open the submission that you can manually add some data to. Once a receipt is uploaded, the backend reviews it, and automatically within a couple minutes, it generates a draft submission. So you'll see here in your list of submissions, a status of draft means that the system has automatically prepared a submission for you, and it's there for your review. Following things happen, we auto-categorize the individual line items from the invoice or receipt that are recognized. We categorize those according to the program guidelines. We will produce a justification that is concise, fitting within the character limit, and defines, the expense justification that is tailored to each line item. And then the receipt will also go through an internal compliance audit. So we check the document looking for the key pieces of information that the people who are going to be looking at the receipt would be looking for. So, is it marked as paid? Does it have the last four digits of the card? Does it, show the line item, show the student's name? Looking for bad formatting and things like that. The idea being that we want to catch poorly formatted receipts before submitting them. Okay, so let's jump into a draft submission. So this is the home base for a single submission, and I'll do other in-depth videos on how all of this works, but at a high level, you have all the details from the invoice or from the receipt. You have all of the extracted line items. They've been pre-categorized, justified. You can edit all of this if you need to adjust something. Feel free. You can do that in bulk, make changes, and get that looking the way that you need it to. Over on the right side, you've got things like actions. So there's some stuff here. Essentially, you want to mark it as ready to submit once you've reviewed it, and then when you actually submit it to StepUp, you'll mark it as submitted. Again, that's a manual submission to StepUp, and then you'll have a chance to copy the submission reimbursement ID from StepUp back into HeyPeppy, so you can track it easily. The submission audit, this is what I was saying about the receipt audit, and then there's a second audit that's run on the full submission. So once you've confirmed all this, you can run a audit for the submission that will take into account, what it is you're purchasing, account for things like frequency of certain purchases, whether the justification, is proper and that the entire submission is looking correct. You can add receipts to a submission. Obviously, only one official receipt that's going to be used for uploading to StepUp. And then under supporting files is where you can attach any other documentation that you will want to include as additional documents when you submit. This is really great because you can create a new document if you just need to add a note and you don't want to make it in Microsoft Word or Google Docs and then download it or export it to PDF. You can just create it here. It'll be saved in one place and you can download it as a PDF to attach to your reimbursement. There's also a document vault if you're on the Ultra tier where you can store documents that you use repetitively. So instead of trying to keep track of a tutor's credentials in some folder somewhere, you can do it right here within the app and then just attach those to your submissions. You can track related links. There's a place for when you're submitting, there's a place to add a link URL to the product itself. You can track that here if you'd like to. And then you can add yourself notes that have follow-up reminders if you want, and there's an audit log. So this is kind of everything that you might need to track and document and keep in one place, everything to do with an individual submission. And then down the road, if a submission comes back for a hold or a denial, you'll have one place you can come back to and say, okay, I need to adjust this, and everything's in one place. It's really nice to be able to come back to these as your source of truth on everything. And of course, when you go to actually submit to StepUp, you just download a fresh copy of the receipt, download a fresh copy of any supporting files, and you have them then on your device in your downloads folder ready to upload and send to StepUp. All right, high level, there's some other great features in here. Dashboard just for tracking analytics as far as what's happening historically in your account with great filters. We've got a budget tracker. Again, this is an Ultra feature where you can set up a budget, and this will help you get a really good idea of where you're actually at, accounting both for reimbursements, marketplace purchases, and stuff that you have that's in a draft or ready status in HeyPeppy but hasn't been submitted to StepUp yet. So this is stuff that they wouldn't know about yet, and you can account for that. Okay. There's a task list for internal task reminders that can be linked to submissions, or you can create submissions based on recurring tasks. What else we got in here? Category search. This is just a great way to search across if you're looking for music lessons, and you wouldn't maybe think to start with the instructional material category and then elective courses. This kind of lets you back into any category type detail that you might not otherwise know. And if something you're looking for is not in here by a specific keyword, you can always use the AI assistant, which is also available here. This is our Peppy AI, which is trained on both PEP and UA documentation. You can ask it anything about eligibility, about timelines, about rules, about formatting, anything you want to know from the documentation, you can ask it here and it will give you answers that are cited and linked directly to the document and the page that the answer was derived from. So it's a really great resource and it lets you double check all the answers with links. So make sure you check that out. The first thing you'll be asked to do actually when you open your account is set up your family. You have to have at least one child in order to create a submission. And for now, we are in Florida. That might expand later. And then when you add a child, you can select their grade, their birthday, and their scholarship program. The grade will automatically advance every year on August 1st. So you can set it once, and as long as you're using HeyPeppy, that grade should remain accurate unless you come in and make an adjustment. All right, so that is the overview. I think that covers most everything. If you need to manage your subscription or manage your account, hit this little manage profile edit button, adjust your name, email address, password, and then manage your subscription. If you're on the free tier when you sign up, this would give you an option to pick a plan. And then if you're subscribed, you can manage your billing, invoice history, payment method, upgrade, downgrade, cancel, all of that through here. Okay, if you need support, you can always click this little orange lifesaver ring icon and send us an email. We will eventually have a knowledge base of articles here that you can search to get answers to your question. But for now, just shoot us an email and we will get back to you. Hope you enjoy using this app, that it saves you time, saves you trouble, and makes your life just a little bit easier. Thank you so much.